Hey everybody, well, it's time for the Hawkeye trailer. It's actually one of my favorite Avengers. Definitely, I feel like Hawkeye is just that character that gets overlooked by so many people when they, watch it just only from the movies because, well, you could see Hawkeye doesn't get to do much in the movies, even though he has some cool moments. But to me, he's like just one of the best Avengers. Definitely, whenever there's storylines to show which character gets to survive, kind of like apocalyptic events or whatever. I feel like Hawkeye is just always there. He always survives. He's always the person who gets to stay alive and then come back, or help other people to be able to win again or save the Avengers. Definitely, just whenever the Avengers just kind of basically lose against enemies, like Hawkeye is just always that one guy who makes the story different, who just saves everybody. He's just one of the coolest Avengers, and I'm really excited for this show because I feel like it's going to maybe pull stories from one of my favorite comic book series. I believe it is called Hawkeye, but I can't remember what year it was made. It was just it's definitely that comic that highlighted his more like a hometown, normal life kind of story. Really shows how messed of a life he has, just because he tries to balance being an Avenger and also being a normal human at the same time. Definitely though, Hawkeye is just that one character that the way his brain is it's different. It's very different from other human beings. Like, some people would think that Hawkeye just doesn't really have any superpowers, but to me, with how he was born and how his brain is wired and how he never misses his shot, that just definitely sets him apart to be just one of the greatest superheroes. So I'm gonna go ahead and click start and watch it. The trailer was released only 13 minutes ago, and let's do it.
This is the first Christmas we've had together in years.
I love you guys. I'm making up for some lost time.
Authorities are wondering if the masked vigilante who terrorized the city's underworld is back.
The past has caught up with me.
Should we be worried?
No,
It's
it's
definitely
not.
King.
I'll be home for Christmas. I promise.
Oh, that title
When I
screen.
wore this suit, I made a whole lot of
Really
enemies.
high quality.
You're a Hawkeye!
Who the hell are you?
Some people have actually called me the world's greatest archer.
Are you one of those people?
It's the most wonderful.
Hey, babe, I should be back in a day or two. Hang on a second.
With the kids jingle belling and everyone
Things have gotten more complicated.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most wonderful time. Yes, the most wonderful.
This is too dangerous. Definitely not this one.
You don't have to say definitely like that. There are arrows more dangerous than that one.
It's just some Christmas.
I got super excited because they definitely pull some moments from that exact same comic, but just use a different kind of arrow. That driving scene, the same red car, and the same moments where they're kind of trying to get a hold of themselves and shoot back at the enemies. In the comic, what happened was it was Clint Barton, Hawkeye, who shot that arrow, and it was like the pin particle arrow, so it hit 100 more arrows inside that shot, and then it was just one of the coolest moments to me because it showed how for Hawkeye, even though he shot and it was like a rain of arrows because of the pin particles making all those hundreds of arrows that was like microscopic at first and then just appeared. But like it showed that Hawkeye, his brain is wired in such a way that he knew exactly where every single one arrow of those arrows was going. But this one was pretty cool too. I mean, in the show, it turned out to be like Kate who like fired an explosive arrow and the other car like flips over. But that's a big part of why I was super excited, because that was kind of, to me in the comics, it was like a great moment. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. They didn't really include a lot in there. I think in the trailer, if I just look around a little bit, I think I just simply saw the idea that it's like just Christmas, and the idea that Kate Bishop is copying Hawkeye basically, and maybe Kate is thinking that Hawkeye is already dead just because of how everything ended with Endgame, and everybody pretty much just kind of disappeared out of the face of the world with the Avengers. Nobody's being there anymore. I do like the fact that they kind of teases his injuries a little bit here in the trailer already, to show like that's what Clint Barton was always thinking about in that comic series. Is that in the comic it showed how Spider-Man and Wolverine were able to like quickly heal from each battle and just get back in there, but Hawkeye, it takes like weeks after the battle to like recover, and he kind of complains about this in his mind in that comic. So in the trailer you can kind of see here that he struggles through the same thing, like maybe fall off a building, try to catch himself, like land somewhere, and he gets hurt. So I think, yeah, you can see the dog there too, Lucky, wearing the Christmas gear, like hats, and I don't know what you call that now. The collar, yeah, it's but it's just he's a good dog.